They said the sky turned black at noon, but the real terror was that it began to breathe. September 1st, 1894. Hinckley, Minnesota woke to heat that didn't feel like summer. It felt angry. For weeks, the land had been drying out, forests brittle as old paper, sawdust piled high from logging camps, railroads slicing through pine like open wounds. Far away, small fires smoldered. Ordinary fires. The kind people believed they understood. They were wrong. By late morning, the wind began to rise. Not a breeze, a roar. Flames scattered across the countryside suddenly found each other, merging, feeding, growing smarter and faster. The air thickened with smoke so dense it erased the sun. Day collapsed into night. In town, people smelled it before they saw it. Burning resin, hot iron, fear. Some ran. Others hesitated, packing valuables, gathering children, trusting they still had time. They didn't know the fire was no longer crawling across the land. It was running. The wind drove it at hurricane speed. Sparks leapt miles ahead, igniting homes, barns, forests in seconds. The heat became unbearable, hot enough to blister skin from a distance, hot enough to pull oxygen from the air. Some said the fire sounded like a train, others said it screamed. Here's the part that still chills historians. The fire created its own weather. A firestorm. Wind spiraled inward, feeding the flames, trapping people where they stood. Breathing became impossible. The air itself burned. Families fled toward what they thought might save them. Rivers, wells, rail lines. Some submerged themselves in water, holding children under with them, praying the heat would pass. Some survived that way. Many didn't. Others collapsed in open fields, overcome by smoke before the flames ever reached them. By nightfall, Hinckley was gone. Not damaged, not burned, erased. More than 400 people died in a single day. Entire families vanished without records, their names lost with the buildings that held them. Survivors wandered through ash where streets used to be, unable to recognize the town they had lived in that very morning. And yet, this disaster barely lives in our collective memory. No photographs of the firestorm itself, no dramatic footage, just testimony, charred ground, and silence where a town once stood. The Great Hinckley Fire reminds us of something deeply uncomfortable. Nature doesn't need malice to destroy us. Only the right conditions, only our confidence that it won't happen today. Because on that morning, in Hinckley, everyone believed there would be a tomorrow. If this story stayed with you, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. It helps the channel grow, and it keeps these forgotten stories alive.